I want you to get ready. I want you to be prepared. I want you to develop. I want you to get this brand where it needs to be, because I'm telling you right now that people are starting to pay attention to you. And the last thing that you want is for all of these people to start paying attention to you and you don't have no clear product. You don't have no clear program. I'm talking specifically to coaches, consultants, those that's in the service-based business. Like, it is literally time to create that program. It is time to raise them prices. It is time to solidify the offer, to put it out there. Look, you've been working on the offer for a long time now. When you gonna be brave enough to just put it out there? Like, get ready in this season to be that person that you was always meant to be. Don't wait on it to happen. I'm literally telling you that you have the right, you have the permission, you have the authority within your own life. This is your life. This ain't nobody else's life. This is yours. Listen, your life is not my life, right? You have permission, you have the authority to literally walk into your best life. But you just got to get ready for it. Because look, the last thing you want is for that blessing to come and then you not prepared for it. Really? Listen, this could be that type of year for you that you look back and it's like, man, 2022 was it for me. I did it in 2022. I finally stepped up, did what I was supposed to do. I got to push my chair up. The great thing about this chair, it go back far, but I was actually chilling watching a documentary with the seat all the way back, so I got to pull this boy up some. But get ready. Get ready. Get ready. For those that go out, that used to go out, you know that before you touch down at the spot, you had to get ready. You had to be prepared, because you know that your image was going to be being checked out. People was going to have all eyes on you, so you had to get ready. This is that season for your business that I'm talking about, brand development. Get ready. Get ready. Because when that blessing does come, when these opportunities do come your way, when people start really finding out about you, like, if you are somebody that has a product, has any type of service, what's going to happen when 100 people want to buy your product in one day? 1,000 people want to buy your product in one day? Are you prepared for that type of growth? Are you prepared for that level up? Are you prepared for that blessing? And this is the message for tonight. Get ready. Stop tripping about the process, about how hard it's going to be. Just get ready. Like, in this season, get prepared, get ready, get enthused, get excited about your business, about your life, about your brand, about every single thing that you're building. This is the time and season that you have to be prepared. Listen, I've seen some great entrepreneurs and business owners not be prepared. And guess what happened? They never walked into their blessing. Like, they had the customers right there, but they never walked into their blessing because they wasn't ready for it. You have to be ready in this season. Listen, don't be that person that's sitting on the sideline waiting for something to happen. Hey, y'all. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Listen, out of all the other seasons in your life, all these other years, this is that year that you want to be prepared for the blessing. You do. You do. And let's be honest. I told y'all how old I am. I'm 40 years old. I don't know how old you are. You can share it in the chat if you want to, but don't tell everybody your business, right? But listen here. No matter how old you are, you're not getting any younger. I can almost guarantee that. It doesn't matter what your age is right now. You are not getting any younger. So you might as well start taking action now. Like, it's that time. It's that season, y'all. Listen. Go do it. All that stuff that you said you always wanted to do, go do it. Like, and instead of making excuses in this season, figure out how you can accomplish these goals, how you can get the money, how you can get the finances, how you can get the opportunities. Start to put together a plan and strategy on how to obtain these things instead of you just sitting back making another excuse of, oh, it's so hard out here, I can't do it. No, stop tripping. Stop tripping. Take a step back and realize what you can control. And those things that you can control those things. Like, do your best every single day to have great customer service. Do your absolute best to follow up with people. Russell Brunson, the owner of ClickFunnels, wrote this really great book called Traffic Secrets. And within the book, it talks about gaining traffic for your online programs, your community, your product, whatever. And he says that studies show that after about 7 to 8 times of somebody seeing your contact information, being able to talk to you, seeing an email, seeing some social media posts, seeing some direct message, about 7 to 8 times do they buy, 80% of the time. So just think right now, if you're that person that's not following up, you are probably, it's hot, leaving a bunch of money on the table. You're leaving a bunch of money on the table. Why are you not following up? And I don't care if they buying a product from you or they buying a service from you. Why are you not following up? You said that this product could enhance or change their life and you just not willing to show up and give it to them. Why? Because you don't think it's good enough? Once you become very familiar with the product or service that you're offering, and I'm going to just be using product interchangeably for service. Once you become familiar and you know how good it is, you won't have a problem talking about it. See, one of the issues that a lot of business owners have is that you're afraid to talk about your product because you don't even think it's that good. Let's talk. You have to get to a point where you understand that what you have to bring to the marketplace is absolutely amazing. That it's not subpar, it's not average, it's not like anybody else's. Nope, this is different because you're dealing with me. Especially if you're that coach, that consultant, that service-based business, you have to understand that you are the brand. So whatever they see consistently from you, that's what they think the business is. That's the reputation that the business is bringing to the forefront simply because you're the one representing it. So this is why me as a brand development coach, I work with personal brands all the time. And I don't care if you have a service-based business and it's real large or some product-based business is real large. I teach you how to market you, how to get to the point where you are no longer trying to find leads, but you're making yourself findable. By becoming attractive, much more attractive on the inside and the outside with your intelligence and your expertise in the marketplace. See, this is why, one of the reasons why I've been so successful, my clients have been successful, because the strategies that we are using, is time tested and proven. Like, it doesn't matter from the 1800s to the 1900s, it still works the same. We're using these same old strategies that's still working, like of having great service, being very punctual, being professional, right? Presenting your brand in an established way, showing your value to the marketplace, right? Making yourself more appealing. So now when I open up my mouth, y'all are listening to what I have to say. Why? Because I have now changed my speech. I've changed my confidence. I've changed my self-esteem. I've changed my wardrobe. I've changed my hair, whatever the case it is. Your makeup, your style, all of those things matter for your brand. And if you're trying to attract a certain crowd, you got to become what that particular crowd wants. And if you're not, it's going to be a struggle to get some sales. So you ultimately start to realize, y'all, that who you are is who you attract. Like, you can't get around that fact. Whoever you are, that's exactly who you're going to attract. And if you're tired of attracting certain type of clients, you got to change who you are. You can't, like for me, for instance, my target market is primarily men from the ages of 25 to, I would say, 50, right? Is a certain type of guy that comes to me. And I get some women clients as well, but a certain type of guy that comes to me, right? Where he knows who he is, but he's trying to go to the next level. Like he's strong and confident in his manhood as a father, as a husband, whatever the case, but he's trying to go further. These are the type of people that come to me. Now, who doesn't come to me is the stuffy guys with suits on. Like, they just don't rock with me because they know that that's not who I am. I'm this full-time entrepreneur that's doing my business full-time and impacting as many people as I can, but I'm not wearing no suits. That's just not my style. So again, who I am is who I attract. I know that I'm not going to attract a lot of these button-up type of guys. That's just not me. So who are you attracting by what you're presenting? Content-wise, your image-wise, like, who are you attracting? Now, you say that you want a high ticket item. Like you want to be able to charge 2,000, 5,000, 10, 15,000, even 30 to 40, right? You can get to the point where you're charging that amount, but you have to become findable to those type of people that spend that type of money. You can't keep marketing yourself to people that you know wouldn't even spend $500 because you say, well, you know, my audience is cheap, so I got to have these cheaper products. No, you don't. You're just talking to the wrong people. There's an audience of people that would love to spend a whole lot of money with you. If y'all getting anything out of this, put something in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. Something. If y'all get anything out of this, you have to level up who you are in order to level up your pricing, because you can't separate the two. If you don't have this mindset of a millionaire, of somebody that can make $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year within a business, but you're trying to charge your clients that same amount, it's not going to work. And you're going to be frustrated and irritated as to why these individuals aren't spending that money. It's simply because that's not who they see that you are. And coupled with the fact that if they don't believe that you can get them those type of results, then they're not going to spend their money. So then you'll be stuck with a bunch of clients that want to spend $100 with you, maybe $200 as a coach or consultant, and you'll never get to this $5,000 package, $10,000, $20,000 package, simply because you never change your mindset about who you are, right? And to that same point, we got to talk about this. Especially within our community, talking to us about us as black folks, we spend our money on things that in many instances don't have a whole lot of value. There's no residual effect on it. It's more of just a liability. And we buy a whole bunch of liabilities hoping it is going to make us feel better, hoping it's going to make us feel more confident. So we buy things like Louis Vuitton. We buy things like Balenciaga, shoes, shirts, sweaters, hats, whatever. All this stuff to make us feel better. But in reality, it never did. So then we still are hopeless out here searching for something more and more and more. But at the end of the day, you can find that peace within yourself. But as a business owner, you have to realize that you need to be investing back into your business. So this is improving your systems. This is improving your processes. This is hiring people that can help you get to the next level. This is also you finally getting your email marketing together. Now, when you sign up for any type of email service, it's called an email service provider. And there's companies like MailerLite out there, Constant Contact, who is some other one? ClickFunnels is even used for email marketing as well. But you have to invest back into your business. This is all about getting ready. This is all about you getting to that next level, because I know a lot of you guys want to be highly successful. But the problem is you keep trying to get around doing the work. You can't get around it. It's this thing called the separation spaces. You right here, and this is where you want to be, right? So you right here, this is where you want to be. But it's this thing called the separation space that you have to get used to and understand that it's not going anywhere. You have to go through this. Every successful person had to go through it too. And the more that you try to escape this, the longer it's going to take for you to become successful. And this is why many of you have bounced around to different industries and different businesses. You started this one, then you started that one, this one didn't work, so then you tried this one, and then you get frustrated because you feel like it's not working quick enough for you. So you feel like, man, maybe I'm just not a good person. No, you're a great person. You're absolutely phenomenal. But the problem is you've never stuck with any business long enough to give it a chance to work. And somebody truthfully said, the only way it's going to work is if you work it. Y'all catch that? The only way it's going to work is if you work it. I know that you want things to come easy to you. I get it. I totally understand. We live in this microwave society where you put something in the microwave and you press it for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And if you have to wait 5 minutes, oh man, that was a long time in the microwave. 5 minutes to cook, that's a long time. And you want something so quick, you just want to be able to take it out real quick. You're past the stage of cooking in the oven, cooking on the stove. And, you know, I don't share this a whole lot, but me and my wife got rid of our microwave probably almost 2 years ago now. I would say about 1.5 years strong, we got rid of the microwave simply because of some of the health effects that the microwave can give. So we just literally cook stuff on the stove, the air fryer, and inside the oven. And we really don't even use the oven that much. So I would say predominantly it's the air fryer and the stove that we're cooking on. Simply put, y'all, it's a process for us to have to cook stuff. Even heating stuff up is sometimes a challenge. Like, we can put it on the plate and put that in the air fryer. It's still cool. But it's a process to cook. And this is how it used to be back in the day. But now, us as business owners, especially those that had a microwave or have a microwave right now, like, you're so used to everything coming so quick to you. You want it fast, in a hurry. And you waiting for anything seems like torture. Like, the very thought of having patience is like aggravating to some of y'all. And I totally get it, because I'm there too sometimes. Like, but patience is not this thing to be resisted. Patience is this thing to embrace, because you want something to be fully done before it gets presented. And so this is you, y'all. This is you. Like, so you're the pound cake, right? And your grandma made this pound cake. She put you in the oven, but you were so thirsty to get that pound cake out because you wanted to eat it, because you knew how good it tastes, that you said, I'm going to take the pound cake out of the oven way before it was even done. And now I'm disappointed that I bit into it and I can literally see that it's not done. The experience was off because I wanted to rush the process and take that thing out. That's you. That's you. That was me too. And I had to graduate from it, y'all. Like, now I have embraced this process, embraced this patience, and embraced the fact that it's going to take a little bit longer. Y'all remember ever being at the drive-thru for McDonald's? And I don't eat fast food no more, y'all, but I used to. You ever remember being at the fast food spot, McDonald's, let's say, right? And you order something and they told you, hey, you're going to have to pull around because what you have just ordered is special, and that thing cannot be rushed like we got everything else. Like, so we got the fries on deck. Maybe we got the nuggets on deck. Maybe we got some fish fillets on deck. But what you just ordered, that's something that most people don't even order. So you got to pull around to the side. And this is what the Lord is trying to speak to you tonight. I know that you want this thing to be done quickly, just like everybody else's, but you ordered something special. Your thing wasn't even on the menu. You asked for all this special stuff. You asked for some special sauce. You asked for some special condiments. You asked for some extra lettuce that wouldn't normally even be on that sandwich. What you ordered is something special that's going to take a little bit of time. And instead of you just embracing the fact that what you ordered is special, who you are is special, you can't be manufactured, you can't be duplicated. God can't use you the same way he was using somebody else. The way he used them, he can't use you like that. Why? Because you were made differently. You had different experiences. So instead of you embracing who you are in your own story, you're so vested in everybody else's story. You're so vested in finding out the latest gossip of what's going on inside of their life, looking at all the stats of their life, and instead of paying attention to your own stats of what's going on inside of your life, looking at your credit score, looking at your business credit score, looking at how many sales you getting in, looking at your exposure, looking at your insights on social media, looking at the predominant voice that people are saying about you. These are the things we should be paying attention to, y'all. But sometimes we so focus on the wrong thing because we're trying to manufacture somebody else's gift and talent. I understand because I was there myself. I would scroll through Instagram. I would follow a whole bunch of dope people. And then I would look at their page almost like an envy and a part of jealousy and a part of happiness and a part of excitement and a part of congratulations. But it was a whole lot of crazy stuff going on inside my head every time I was on their page because I wanted to be them. And I wanted to study their page so intently that hopefully they will one day tell me exactly what they did and I could be successful just like them. But guess what happened, y'all? I did this with several people and they never got to the juicy stuff. And even if they told me how they did it, even if I tried to do it like that, it still wasn't going to work for me. Why? Because I was a different person. So this is why we have to tap into who we are. I was talking to a client earlier, and we were talking about Genesis chapter 12, I believe, when Abram, before he turned to Abraham in the Bible, he was just Abram, right? He was Abram. God has said, hey, get away from your parents, your relatives, your old lifestyle, and I want you to go into a land that I will show you. Now, here's the deep part about it. He didn't tell him where to go. He didn't say, California, I want you to move to Texas. I want you to move to Atlanta because there's some deals down there. There's a whole lot of people that will potentially need you. None of that. He said, I want you to go into a land that I will show you, which means that go had nothing to do with the destination because he never told him the destination. He just had to be obedient to the go. And coupled with the fact, y'all, that nobody in his land had ever heard of this God that was speaking to him. Y'all catch that? Nobody wasn't even hip to this type of God that he was speaking so clearly to him and saying, hey, I need you to get away from these people, this lifestyle that you know about. And now I need you to go into a territory that nobody else in your family, none of your friendships, none of your co-workers, they don't know nothing about this. I need you to travel down this road and head there, to this land that I'm going to show you. And in this same verse, y'all, he didn't tell them that the land was going to be flowing with milk and honey. He didn't say that at all. I think I still got the scripture up. I was looking on my computer earlier, y'all. I think I still got it up. Let me turn my computer back on. He literally told him to just go into this land that he was going to show him. And guess what he told him, y'all? He said, I'm going to make you famous. That's what he told him. He told him, I'm going to make you famous. Simply by being obedient and walking into this particular new lifestyle, because listen, he had to walk away from his friendships. That's one thing that you have to understand in this season, y'all, that you cannot be around the same environment and hope to be successful. Because here's what happens. You might have walked into the new house, might have had the successful business. But if your mind is still stuck in this old lifestyle with these old friendships, with these old unproductive people, that what ends up happening is you never really become successful because you never really are happy. You never really are embracing who you were made to be because you're still stuck in the past. So here's what it said. The Lord said to Abram, leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. He ain't telling what the land was, y'all. Let's go back to that. He didn't tell him what the land was. I hope y'all catching this part. He did not tell him what the land was. He just said go. You have probably been that person that's been waiting around for the whole plan to be laid out to you. Okay, God, what you want me to do? Okay, so I got to go over here, and after I go over here, the one I'm gonna do, and then what if this don't work? What you got to stop, because you know in Proverbs it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him." And guess what He will do? He will direct your path. He just told Abram, leave the native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. Some of y'all need to leave your father's family. Some of y'all need to walk away from your mother's family. And here's the thing. You're not acting funny. You're simply embracing this new life that you know that you're supposed to go towards. And some of the people in your family, on your mama's side, on your father's side, is just way too toxic. It's just way too chaotic. It's just way too crazy. It got way too much messages, way too much gossip. It's just way too much crazy stuff going on. And the more that you're inside of that environment, the harder it is going to be for you to embrace this new you. Because guess what? This new millionaire you don't put up with half of the stuff that you put up with now. Don't have half of the conversations that you currently have. This new millionaire you, this person don't even put up with some of the stuff because they know that they're better than that. And that stuff is so beneath them that they wouldn't even dare entertain certain conversations. They wouldn't even have some of the same friendships that you got right now. Ooh, talking to y'all. Here's the rest of that verse. Here's the rest of it. Okay, verse 2 says, I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. Now, the King James Version says, I will make your name great. This is the NLT, the Living Translation says, I will make you famous and you will be a blessing to others. How many of y'all want so much wealth that you really want to be able to bless other people? Like, part of the reason why you want to be wealthy is because you know that you can help the poor, that you know that you can give back, that you know that you can impact your family. He said that he was going to be a blessing simply because he went and followed this path. It's not always going to make sense, but you got to get ready in this season. I'm telling you, get ready, 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 because when you get ready, I guarantee on the other side is going to be the blessing, it's going to be the increase, it's going to be the impact, it's going to be the peace, it's going to be the happiness. See, some of y'all not tripping about money, but some of y'all want some more peace. Yep. So some of y'all ain't tripping about money, but some of y'all would love some more peace, would love some more happiness, would love some more security financially. And part of the reason that you're not secure with finances is because you keep thinking that money has something against you. Come on. Come on, y'all. Money ain't got nothing against you. Money is your friend. Money literally comes to you like a magnet, easily and effortlessly, but you got to stop having this issue with money. You got trust issues with money. You've been tripping about money. You be thinking that it's against you and it don't like you and it got something to get. Listen, money ain't got nothing against you. It wants to come to you freely, but you got to change your mindset about that. You got to walk and go to some territories that you ain't never been before. You got to start being around some people that you ain't never been around before. So you got to get around some individuals that's going to level up your mindset and get you charged up and get you pumped up to walk into this new place. Listen, your current friends, your current family, I know they've been loyal to you. I know that y'all been down for years, but you have to understand that some of these relationships is just not productive. And in order for you to get ready, you got to start changing your mindset about what you can have and who you should have around you. Some of these people, when you're finally on the yacht, when you're finally in your mansion, when you finally taking trips overseas, some of these people can't come with you. Maybe they were good this last year to you. Maybe they was good the past 5 years, 10 years. But now walking into this new season, you need to get you some new friends. You need to get you some more positive people. Some people that got some high energy. You know some of them people that just be super happy all the time? You're going to need some people like that in your season, in your life, in this season. Get ready, man. Listen, young lady, young man, get ready. Stop tripping about the process. Yeah, you got to go through this season. This is called the separation space, right? This is where you want to be. This is where you are right now. You got to go through this in-between part. And yes, it's not going to feel good all the time. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, you're not going to have all the answers. You might be confused sometimes, but this is why it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. He's been trying to direct your path, but you've been trying to direct your own path. You've been trying to figure it out all by yourself. And you continue to take advice from the same person, which is you, that has not been able to provide the right answers or the solutions. So how about you try something different? How about you get with a program, get with a system, get with a new philosophy that can actually help you get the results that you've been looking for? Personal development, y'all, is the key for you to become great. You're not going to become great simply by just standing around waiting for something to happen. Although some people like you now, the majority of the people that could benefit from what you have to offer hasn't even heard about you yet. They don't even know nothing about you. So instead of you sitting on the sideline waiting for somebody to call your name, I want you to just get in the game. Say, look, hey, I'm getting in. Well, who told you you can get on the... I'm here. Listen, it's my time. It's my season. I'm showing up. How about you show up for the rest of the year? We in June now, right? The end of the year is going to be coming. It's going to be 2023 before you know it. And now you're going to look back on 2022 and you're going to even think about this conversation that we're having now. Yep. You're going to think about this conversation and going to say, man, this was my opportunity. This was my moment. I could have done something in 2022, but I sat around on the sideline and I was waiting for something magical to happen. And guess what normally happens? Nothing. Because if you don't participate in your own life, your own business, your own breakthrough, nothing will ever happen. Right now, the reason that people don't know anything about you is because you're not making yourself known. And you could say, well, Manny, I'm trying to find leads. I just can't find any. Instead of trying to find leads, make yourself findable. By becoming more attractive, by becoming more appealing to the marketplace of these individuals that you say that you want to serve. Go serve them. Give them your expertise. Give them your knowledge. Give them your wisdom. Show them, rather than just telling them what you can do. Because you can say all day long with creating Canva images of what you can do and how you can help people and 5 steps to this and 5 steps to that. And it looks nice and pretty. You spent a lot of time putting it together, but it's not getting any reach because they actually want to hear from you. Working with me, I teach a lot of my clients how to do live videos effectively, how to do videos, period, effectively, how to engage the audience, because it's a totally different thing from speaking on a crowd, which I've done speaking to thousands on stage. It's a different experience speaking on the stage versus speaking on a live video. And I've literally had clients that said, Manny, I had no problem speaking to tens of thousands on the stage, but a live video, it just seems creepy. It seems weird that I'm literally looking at myself on the screen and nobody's there to talk to me. That's a different experience, right? It takes time to get there. So I can coach you on how to get there. But this is literally one of the best ways for you to tap in with your audience and to get more exposure. Dave, what's going on, bro? Byron, what's going on? I got all the homies on here now. This is the best way for you to not only get the exposure, but also get the experience as a speaker. Because guess what? If you can speak on a live video, listen. You can speak anywhere in the world. You can speak on any stage. You ain't tripping at all. Because live videos are literally one of the hardest ways to get your point across. Because it's awkward, it feels weird, it feels strange, and all these other things. But when you do it, you become unstoppable. You become so powerful that literally people will feel your impact because they like, man, that's the person that be doing live videos. And I know that most people, listen, most speakers that you know and love on Instagram shy away from doing live videos. I'm talking about the best speakers of the world don't do live videos because they're so intimidating and they're so scary. I did live videos consistently. I remember it was probably like a few years ago. I probably did it for like a few days in a row. And I was scared out of my mind, y'all. I was scared out of my mind to do these live videos because at that time I had 0 people watching me. Then I had 1 person watching me, then 2 people watching me, and one of the people was my wife just trying to show some love. And I was like, man, what can I do to get some more exposure on these live videos? What can I do to start getting more people watching me? So here's what I decided to do. I decided to just respect the process and just put it out there. You just keep on doing it. Stay consistent. Even when nobody was watching me, y'all, it would literally say 0 people watching me. It would be none at all. Then it'd be 1 person watching. It was my wife trying to show love. She would try to invite people. Still wasn't working. Nobody was watching me. But I put the work and time in long enough to now people are paying attention. Now you're probably looking on your page like, Dad, man, he going live again. And you probably have done this like, all right, I ain't going to watch it right now. I'm busy doing something else. But Dad, man, he's still going live. Dad, man, he going live again. He just went live yesterday. He just went live. I'm going live so much you keep seeing me, you're more interested. You like, I wonder what this man is saying. He got this subject line, get ready. I wonder what the heck he talk about. I wonder what's going on with this dude. Why do he keep doing live videos? This is what your audience is going to think about you. Now, some of the biggest heavy hitters, Papi Chulo with dreads, Neo Davis, Myron Golden, my mentor. I think he on live right now. Ronnie Brown. The heaviest hitters in my marketplace of branding, marketing, business development, they always going live. Guess what, y'all? Because they tapping into their audience. They want their audience to know that they not only care, but I want to give y'all some game. I want y'all to know more about me. And the more that y'all see me, the more that y'all trust me. Remember, I told y'all, statistically saying, 7 to 8 times it takes for the average customer to continue to see your content before they make a purchase. So if I'm going live on a consistent basis and y'all getting this game, then y'all eventually gonna say to yourself, yep, y'all gonna consistently say to yourself, man, this dude ain't playing. And I want you to tap into what I can do for you, but I want you to tap in what you can do for yourself. See, this is much more than you just becoming a client. I'm thankful to, and I can't tell y'all the number of clients that I've gotten simply by doing live videos. And I'm not just talking about a few. I'm talking about the majority of clients that have come to our business, Manny Horn Associates, this year has come from me doing live videos. And so now it's to the point where I'm no longer afraid. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. I'm not feeling weird. I just tap in and do it because I know that somebody needs to hear from me. Catch this point. Catch this point right now. Somebody right now watching this live needs to realize that you should not give up, not just because of you, but because of your family. See, somebody needed to hear that. It might have been 1 or 2 of y'all that needed to hear that right now, that you can't give up in this season, simply not just because of you, but because of your family. They need you to keep going, right? Like, they don't need you to start another business and to quit another business. They need you to finally stick to something and finally get this thing off the ground, because your son is looking at you, bruh. Your son is watching you. He's looking at you. He's paying attention. He like, man, daddy keep getting excited about this one business, and then he stopped doing that. And every time I ask about that business, he say, oh, I'm not doing that no more. Well, Daddy, how many businesses you gonna start? When are you finally gonna stick to something? When are you gonna just hire Manny Hall and Associates to help you get that thing off the ground? Because Daddy, Manny Hall and Associates, they can help you get this thing off the ground. Just being funny and silly with y'all. But seriously, stop giving up on yourself. Come on, y'all. Like, this is that season. This is that time. You need to get ready. Whatever project you're working on, just put the work in. Just finally put the work in. Do what you got to do. I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. You're going to have to do some live videos at 10:08 Eastern Standard Time on a Monday night. You're not going to feel like doing it, but you're going to have to put in the work, because somebody needs to hear from you. You have no idea, y'all, how many clients I've gotten simply from speaking on a live video. Why? Because it gives me an opportunity to share my expertise, my oil, my philosophies, my strategies, how I do things. Let me give y'all some quick game. For those that are trying to grow your audience, this is thing that I do, teach my clients. I'm gonna give you all this thing tonight. If y'all want to just put a 1 in the chat that you want to just put a 1 in the chat if you want me to give you the strategy. Free strategy. You ain't got to pay for it. You ain't got to buy no badges. Just put a 1 in the chat if you want me to give you this free strategy on how to grow your audience. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to give you this free strategy on how to grow your audience. Okay, at least one person wanted, so I'm gonna give you the game. So here's what you do. Find a few hashtags, a few people that you know and love on Instagram that have your audience inside of it. So for instance, when I talk about somebody like Myron Golden, which is my mentor, a lot of his clients could potentially be my clients because they're trying to build and develop their brands, right? So what I do is go to Myron's page of his followers list, and one by one, the ones that have public pages, I go to their page and I do some engagement. I comment at least one comment on their page. Then I go to another person, comment at least one comment on that person's page. And if I do this effectively, it's called the 10 on 10 strategy. You can literally have 10 comments in 10 minutes. You do this every day, that's 70 organic comments of people that had no idea who you were, that have a chance to be introduced to who you are. So that's called the 10 on 10 strategy. All you do is spend 10 minutes a day engaging on 10 different people's posts. I'm going to break it down again. You would go to someone's page that's a heavy hitter within the industry that you are a part of, that you know has your customer base, right? So my example was my mentor, Myron Golden. I would go to his page. I would spend at least 10 minutes commenting on 10 different people's posts, and then I'm done for the day. Now, if I want to do 20 minutes, then I do 20 minutes. But you only got to do 10 for this particular strategy, 10 on 10 strategy. I can't tell you, y'all, how much success my clients have had with that. You're going to get new followers. You're going to get new customers. You're going to get new relationships. More people are going to find out about you simply because you spent time doing this 10 on 10 strategy. This 10 on 10 strategy is so selfless because you're literally just showing love to other people that had no idea who you are, and you ain't have no idea who they were either. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was very nice and kind of you. So let's tap in. Let's definitely tap in. Do that 10 on 10 strategy. Here's another strategy I'm going to give y'all. I'm giving y'all a lot of cool stuff tonight. I must be feeling real gracious. Here's another thing that you can do to increase your profit dramatically is whatever industry you're a part of. If you don't already have a coaching program, create a coaching program. But Manny, I don't feel like I'm that good. Yes, you are. Manny, seriously, Manny, I ain't been doing it that long. Don't matter. But Manny, like, who's going to buy from me? Somebody. So here's what I want you to do. Create a coaching program centered around what it is that you do. Whatever oil you have, whatever product that you have, whatever expertise that you have, I want you to create a coaching program to maximize. This is another stream of income. Apart from what the business model that you might already have, this is another business model. This is another stream of income within your business. And for those that don't have no coaching program, this is going to be great for you. I want you to sell your expertise. Now, yes, it's going to take some time for you to build and develop this thing. And if you need some assistance, come talk to me. We can get a free discovery call. The only thing you got to do is click the link in my bio, schedule a free discovery call. I just lost my point. But yeah, so this coaching program. I want you to create this coaching program, bare minimum $1,000. I don't want you to go under $1,000. I do not want you to go under $1,000. So for $1,000, this individual that needs that particular gift or talent or skill to set that you have, you're going to sell your skill set for $1,000, right? A part of this program, I'm giving y'all some good stuff tonight. A part of this program, you're going to list out everything that you're going to offer to this person to help them get some results within this particular program. And that's your homework assignment for the night. So I want you to put a program together. Just start listing out what they will potentially get from working with you and paying you $1,000. But man, they ain't never did that. Could this work? Yes, it can work. It will work if you work it. So $1,000 minimum. For some of y'all, you're gonna say, well, Manny, I want to charge $2,500. If you already got a coaching program, charge $3,000. I'm pushing y'all tonight. This is the same type of challenge that I'm going to be doing in the Money Mindset Marketing Challenge that you can register for. Only thing you gotta do is click the link in my bio. But this particular thing that I want you to do tonight, I want you to just put this program together. List out everything that you could potentially do for this person to teach them that particular skill set. And I want you to put $1,000 price tag on it. My audience has grown because of this strategy. Oh, that's dope. That's dope that you already tapped into it. That's dope. I'm glad to hear that. Yep, so somebody in the chat, I hope y'all see that. This is what I call social proof. She just said that my audience has grown because of this strategy of doing the 10 on 10 strategy I was talking about. But if y'all make more offers, you put yourself out there a little bit more, I guarantee you'll get more sales. But the more that you sit on the sideline and do nothing, you're going to probably be upset, probably be frustrated, probably be wondering where the next sale coming from because you're not taking any action. I want you to get ready. So I want you to do things like read. I want you to listen to books. Like, so whether you have Audible as the app or on the website, or you can just go to YouTube and tap into a lot of free audiobooks right on there. Like, tap into audiobooks. Now, here's the benefit of listening to an audiobook versus reading a book. The information is going to go right into your subconscious mind. The great benefit of it going inside your subconscious mind is because now it will start to rewrite some of these old programs that you had inside your mind regarding success, regarding wealth, regarding your industry. And it's literally going to teach you different things. And then you'll start to behave differently simply because you got this stuff going on inside of you. And when you're listening to these audiobooks, you can be folding clothes, you can be washing dishes, you can be riding in the car, doing whatever you need to do. Let this stuff go right into your mind so you can now have these new belief systems about wealth, about your business, about success, about your health, whatever the case, simply by listening to these audiobooks. And people be giving out some great game, y'all. So YouTube has been one of them things that's been like a tremendous help for me and my brand. While I'm listening to these books all the time, every single day, I literally created a library where I can go right to them. Now, I do have some physical books that I read as well, especially when I'm really trying to narrow down on a particular subject and I want to read it and keep reading and get it inside of me. Then I'll do that. But many times, me just listening to audiobooks has been tremendously helpful as well. But that's one part of getting ready. I also want you working on your health and wellness. I'm not that coach that's going to tell you that I'm okay with you gaining a bunch of weight and saying, okay, well, I'm big and beautiful. And if you feel great that way, then continue to eat. Continue to eat as much as you want to. But if you know that you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel happy in that particular way, then I want you working on it. I want you eating better. I want you drinking better. And the reason why I say drinking better is because, I'm going to give you some book titles. The reason I want you to drink better is because like a lot of this pop, a lot of these sugary drinks, this is contributing to us gaining weight because it has all that sugar that's literally just staying stagnant inside your body. And drinking more water is not always going to flush it out because it's literally making your glucose get out of control. So y'all tap into eating better and drinking better. Like, this is one of the foundational things to brand building is you taking care of you. You can't escape it. So some of the books that I would suggest, I'm about to pull out my library, but there's 2 dope books I got right here. This one, Traffic Secrets, really dope one. Another one by my homie, Malcolm Gladwell, David and Goliath. He also has another good one, Malcolm Gladwell, called The Tipping Point. That's absolutely amazing. It's really geared towards business owners. But Traffic Secrets, if you're doing any type of business, y'all got to tap in and get this one. My wife actually got this one from the library. And she said that, I asked her the other day, I said, babe, don't you got to take it back? And she said, well, ain't nobody else requested, so she just keep redoing it. But dope book. Y'all go purchase it or try to find it at your local library. Another one of my favorites of all time is called The Science of Getting Rich. I'm about to pull up my library on YouTube real quick to give y'all this access of what I be listening to. But The Science of Getting Rich. This was written like close to 100 years ago, I think. And the author is absolutely amazing. And he wrote in such a way that it would make clear sense on like what strategy you need to use in order to maximize your profit. Where is... Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find my library. But Think and Grow Rich is another good one. If you never listened to that. Is this one? I can't even find it. But yeah, so Think and Grow Rich. Any Napoleon Hill books is dope. Like, it'll definitely get you together. But read. And the cool thing about YouTube, as soon as you start listening to one type of book, it'll suggest some other ones, because you got to think about it. YouTube has algorithms too, just like Google does, just like Facebook and Instagram. So if you start searching for certain things, it will literally start pointing you in the right direction. And then next thing you know, y'all, you're going to be listening to all these dope books, watching all these great seminars, getting yourself to the point where you need to be, because personal development is the key to success. You're not going to be able to be lazy and sit back and do nothing and still be successful. You can't do it. You can't do it. And that's why I alluded to the point earlier that a lot of you guys will see me going live and you're like, man, dude tapped in, he doing this thing. But I wonder why he going live all the time. I wonder what he talking about. So let me tap in. Let me check him out and see what he talking about. Here we go. All right, so here's some other books. Ultimate Sales Machine is a really dope book. Ultimate Sales Machine. This is the book that Russell Brunson, the guy I was telling you about for Traffic Secrets, he got his start from Chet Holmes teaching him about sales. So that's a good one. It's called The Ultimate Sales Machine. Anybody that's a business owner, you gotta learn about sales. You gotta get real good in sales. And this should be of high importance. Another one called Psycho Cybernetics is a really dope one by Maxwell Maltz. The Greatest Salesman in the World is another dope one. Deep Work is a really great one too. Oh yeah, you heard of that one? Yeah, you definitely tap into that one. That's on YouTube. You can listen to it. All right, y'all. So look, I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer, answer any questions that you guys might have. But the main thing is, like, if you tapped into my page, you know that I'm about personal development. I want you to be better because I've seen the success in my life and in my clients' life. So this is the reason why I go so hard in this particular area, talking about you developing your brand, because I know that if you don't develop your brand, you're not gonna get any sales. And I'll tell you, y'all, there's so many frustrated entrepreneurs, and I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer. There's so many frustrated entrepreneurs on Instagram because you're trying to sell, and it just don't seem like it's working. And I know that you're mad. I know that you want more, but you got to do something different. You got to build this thing up. You got to get people excited about it. You got to give them a reason to want to buy. If they don't see any excitement, no enthusiasm on you about your business, then why should they get excited? If you don't believe that your price point is strong enough, then you're not gonna get no sales, because you're probably thinking like, oh man, ain't nobody gonna spend $15 on this. Ain't nobody gonna do this. Ain't nobody. It's probably too high. Ain't nobody got no money because of the economy. Nope, people still got money. And listen, and it never matters what's going on with the world. There's still wealthy people. Think how many people were so wealthy during the pandemic. Think about how many people are so wealthy, even though there are some people that are poor and struggling right now because of our economy, because of gas price and all this other stuff. But it's not stopping everybody. There's still people getting rich. So that can be you too. And instead of you focusing your attention on all the negative stuff, what if you just start focusing on the positive stuff? What if you just really finally got that brand to where it needed to be? You worked on it, you developed that thing, and then you start walking into success instead of you wasting time with this doom and gloom mentality of like, oh, woe is me. Ain't nobody helping me. Ain't nobody doing nothing for me. When you gonna start doing stuff for yourself? Because this is the same conversation that I had to have with Manny Hall. I had to say, bruh, what are you doing for yourself? Like, don't point no fingers no more, Manny. Ain't nobody else's fault. Ain't the government ain't the fault. Ain't the white man, black man, brown man. It's you, Manny. What you doing, bruh? And I had to recognize that I was not at that place that I needed to be to make a clear decision. I was that person. There's some good stuff for tonight. I was that person that continued to make choices. But there's a huge difference between choice and decision. I'm going to show you. I'm about to pull up the definition. I'm a definition guy, y'all. I love pulling up definitions. Choice definition. An act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities, right? So here's a decision. That's two or more possibilities that you have with a choice. A decision is a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. So for a decision to be made, you have to consider the facts. You have to consider what you want. You got to consider if it's worth it. And right now I'm asking you to make a decision. For your life, for your business, just finally make a decision. Stop making choices. These choices always give you an out. You always like, well, if it don't work, at least I tried. No, when you make a decision that you're not going to give up no matter what. Listen, when you make a decision that you're not going to give up, you're not going to stop no matter what, then you're going to be successful. Listen, you're not going to be successful by going in and out. Oh, I'm going to be serious this week. Then next week, I ain't going to be serious. Then I'm going to go hard this year. And if it don't work, then I ain't going to do it no more. I'm going to try another business. Nope. You got to make it up in your mind that I'm not going to stop this business no matter what. I'm not going to stop. This thing has to work. If it worked for somebody else, it can work for me. There are highly successful people in your industry right now. Highly successful people inside of your industry right now. You've seen them be successful. Some of these people are making $20,000, $30,000 a month. Some of these people making $20,000, $30,000 in a week, in a day. And you know that you can also have the same thing. The only difference between you and them is that person decided they wasn't giving up. That's the only difference. That's the only reason that you almost feel inside that they're better than you, that they just have something that you don't have. What they got is they made a decision. They're a decision maker. Okay, Stat? They're a decision maker. Listen, I'm a decision maker too, y'all. I've decided that I'm not stopping. I will never give up on my business. I will never give up on myself. I will continue to go. I will keep doing these live videos all the time because I enjoy it. I love talking to y'all. I love pulling out definitions and meanings and Bible scriptures and talking about business and how it merges with the Bible and pulling out these principles. I love doing this. This is fun to me. But guess what? There was a time in the season where it wasn't fun. Nope. It was a time and season when I did live videos and it was hard to do these because I didn't see the results. I didn't see the benefits. I didn't see things working out for me. But you have to go through this time. It's called the separation space. Remember, you right here, you want to go over here. This is the separation space. It has to be that time where it doesn't make any sense, where you feel like you want to quit, where you feel like it might not be worth it. When you keep going, that's when you know that you're ready. I've been talking too good to y'all. I've been talking way too good. That's when you know you're ready. When you go through this separation space, when you know that you wanted to give up but you didn't, that's when you know when you're really ready for success. But otherwise, if you're gonna keep stopping every time it gets hard, oh, it's challenging, nobody's buying anything, I guess it's not good. That does not mean that. Just because nobody's buying from you does not mean that the product isn't good. Does not mean that the service isn't good. Maybe the world just ain't heard about you yet. Maybe you ain't spoke up enough. Like, maybe you just been a little bit arrogant and prideful in the fact that you think that you was just going to post some stuff on social media and the whole world was going to be beating at your door like, oh man, you got a product? Oh, this is cold. I want it. You thought everybody's going to be going crazy. They're not going crazy about you because nobody knows about you. And the few people that might have saw your post, they're waiting to see if you're serious enough about this thing. They're waiting to see, are you going to be doing another business next year or are you really sticking to this one? They're just waiting to see. Your friends included. You asking for support from your family and friends while they ain't buying that. They waiting to see if you serious. Because they keep seeing you start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. And that's literally been your life for the past 5 years. All through the pandemic, you kept seeing all these people get rich. All these people get paid. All these great opportunities. And you jumped in. Yep. You was excited. You was like, man, I'm about to do it too. But then when you didn't get no results in a couple of months, you got salty. You got mad, you got frustrated, you got disappointed. Why, God? Where the sales at? Why everybody else getting the sales except for me? What about me? Those other people doing the work. See, this is why for a lot of these brands, you still see people going to the gym and working out because part of their brand is personal development. You see them posting books on their page. Part of their brand is personal development. They're working on their skin. They're working on their face. They're working on their body. They're working on their mind. They're improving their business. They're going to conferences. They're doing all these things and they're showing you what they're doing to be successful. But you're just waiting to jump on a live to get some juicy content, something quick that you can apply to your business. It don't work like that. The stuff that you're seeing people do, this is the stuff that's the ingredients for success. You have to work on you. You have to work on your business. You have to improve your systems, your processes. These are the things, especially our community as Black folks, we don't want to talk about these things. We don't want to talk about improving the system, improving the process, and how to make things better for our customers and our clients. You don't want to talk about that. But these are the things that build a massive brand and a massive business, is improving who you are and improving who the organization is. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Listen, I want all of us, especially within our community. And listen, I love every other culture, but I have a special affinity towards my community because I know that we can do better. When we finally decide that we want some success, we're going to get ready. Otherwise, you're going to keep making excuses. I want you to tap in. I want you to be successful. Please, please, please tap in and stop playing games. Let's go, y'all. Peace and blessings. If there's anything y'all need, y'all tap in. Y'all come talk to me. I'm here to help you. I love y'all. Sincerely. Peace.